Hi, everyone. Dennis Speigel here. I just couldn't let this one pass by. We all know the world has gone absolutely stark raving mad, from existing wars to threatening wars, and to here in America, the political lunacy going on in the presidential campaigns, all have generated asinine accusations, such as that Taylor Swift will be influencing the U.S. presidential race through her arranged and surprise endorsement at this year's 2024 Super Bowl. Now, I could list additional ludicrous examples of today's lunacy in the world, but yesterday's announcement by Peta requesting that an American ride manufacturing company, Chance Rides of Wichita, Kansas, should stop and end the manufacturing and sale of animal-themed carousels has to be one of the most idiotic overtures Peta has ever made. Peta stated in a letter to Chance that animal-themed carousels unintentionally celebrate the exploitation of sentient beings. Now, in case you don't know, the meaning of sentient beings, it reflects on and includes every conscious creature on Earth. Now, those of us in our industry, we know that PETA has been out of control for years, from their campaigns indicating Santa's not coming this year, showing a picture of Santa Claus, indicating that milk can make you impotent. So drink soy milk, because milk is from cows, to their accusations that autism could be generated by drinking milk. What the hell? And one of their all-time greats is when PETA campaigned against Mario Brothers and Pokemon for their evil turtle smashing in their video games. But in my mind, nothing ranks with their letter to Chance Manufacturing yesterday stating cease and desist on making carousel with horses and other various animals. This one has to take the cake. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. I wonder if I'm allowed to say cake because it's made with eggs from chickens and milk from cows. Oh my God, that could be over the end. A funny response to the PETA absurdity came from a Dutch fairground operator by the name of Nico Eckelboom from Gelderland Village in Bergendaal, Netherlands. Now, known for their sense of humor in the Netherlands, Meneer Eckelboom removed several of his carousel horses from their ride and placed them in a local meadow as if they were freely romping and enjoying their freedom, saying that PETA's proposal was a source of inspiration for him. Meneer Eckelboom said, "The merry-go-round horses have been put out to pasture. We gave the wooden animals back the freedom they deserve." Now, for those of us in the industry, we know that carousels date back to the 6th century. In the 12th century, the popularity of jousting and cavalry games added horses and other animal figurines to the merry-go-round. In the 18th century, carousel horses became a fairground staple across Europe. And a century later, rotating platforms were introduced. Carousels, as we know them today, date back to 1861, when the first steam-powered carousel was invented in England. From that, the golden age of carousels began in the 19th century, when the concept was exported from Europe to the United States. It was at this time that the carousels became larger, with elaborate craftsmanship, and the continuing addition of exotic animals along with traditional horses. Today, the National Carousel Association website in the USA and Canada, North America, lists about 380 carousels. Here in Cincinnati at Kings Island, the 1926 Philadelphia Toboggan Carousel, it's estimated has ridden over 45 million people during its history. Just in America, it's estimated that over 17 billion, with a B, rides have been taken by families on carousels since their introduction. So you can imagine what that is globally. If it was April 1st, 2024, I would think this is an April Fool's joke put out by someone, but it's not. As I said earlier, PETA has been out of control since its inception. They've made landmark changes with companies such as they got Nabisco to change the design on their animal cracker box from animals in cages at circuses to animals that are roaming free. At Trader Joe's, PETA had them redesign several of their products so they no longer presented elephants as performers. Now, of course, those of us in the industry will recall about 12 or 15 years ago when PETA, which was a gnat on an elephant's back, almost destroyed the SeaWorld organization through much of their inaccurate reporting on the handling of orcas and the other sea life within the SeaWorld organization. It was ludicrous. I was remarking to someone in the industry last week that it's been a long time since we've heard from or about PETA. To think that for them to generate awareness and publicity, that they have to stoop to the idiocy of requesting that animal-themed carousels be banned in the United States and around the world is truly insanity. As pointed out, carousels have provided literally billions of memories for generation after generation of families. In my entire history associated in the amusement park industry, no one has ever said to me, "You're abusing your carousel horses or other animals. Now stop it, Dennis." And this is my message to PETA. Stop it. This is ludicrous, insane. It makes absolutely no sense. What's next? Are they going to throw out red paint on carousel horses? These fanatics and zealots need to be put in their place. And to put them in their place, companies such as Nabisco, Trader Joe's, and others need to just say no. I can't believe that Nabisco's animal cracker sales increased by putting free-range animals on the boxes, nor do I believe that they would have decreased by leaving them in their original packaging. As I said at the outset, we all know the world has gone absolutely stark raving mad. We live it every day. And we're allowing it to happen. It's time we stop it when we can, where we can, and however we can. And do not for one moment believe that removing animals for carousels or merry-go-rounds is going to improve the world in which we live, work, and play. In fact, I think it has a negative impact. PETA, get a life. As a friend said to me today, what's next? Teddy bears?